Mike Daum, all-time leading scorer for the Jackrabbits, now playing professionally overseas. Mike, it has been a long time since we've caught up, but I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I could join you all the way over here across the pond.
Yeah, you're over in Spain right now. How are things going for you?
Good, really good. I really have no complaints. For me, I'm doing something that I love, making money while, getting the opportunity to do it and, travel the world a little bit. So I have no complaints. Season's been cut a little bit short, but I'm doing really well.
You guys got in 23, 24 of your games, about half the season. How would you rate the first half of the season for you?
It was good. It was really good. It's funny. I think about it, and it was very similar to my redshirt freshman year in college, where, for me, obviously, I'm a rookie. I come over here, and I do have to prove myself to, these veteran players who are on our team, have been playing for 15, 16 years professionally. So it's no easy task to, come over, and you're never really prepared with the right mindset of what's going to happen and what's going to go down. You kind of just got to, put your head down and keep working. But for me, it was a slow start to the season, but for me, I just kept chipping away, and was consistent, and finally started to see myself, gaining more minutes, doing more things offensively, defensively, and just being able to help this team. So overall, it was a really good first half of the season for me.
You and your teammates had to deal with something completely unforeseen by anybody in the entire world. How would you describe what it was like hearing that the season's postponed and you don't know when you're going to play again?
It was insane. I remember the day before. It was like a Monday practice, and we're getting ready to play against one of the really good teams in the ACB, and we're talking about one of their best shooters. And then the next thing we're in a meeting with the GM and all the front office people of our staff, and they're pretty much saying we went from getting ready to guard ball screens on this day to worrying about the health and safety of yourself, your family, the world right now, within the blink of an eye. And it was just an insane kind of surreal feeling. You didn't know, because you never really know in these types of situations. This is a once in a million chance that it's going to happen, and you're going to see something like this. So of course you're hoping that everyone stays healthy. You just want life to go back to being regular, but you never know when that's going to be. And for me, it was just a weird feeling hearing coaches say, yeah, the gym's closed, season's postponed. We don't really know when they're going to start up again. We don't know if they're going to start up again for a while. So you kind of just have to sit back and pray and just try to keep your sanity.
Was there any thought in your mind about coming home when you heard all this was going on?
There definitely was. Our coaching staff told us right away. They're like, this is an opportunity. If you want to go home, you can. But obviously the circumstances are just so rare, where, for me, I look at it as season was just postponed. I mean, I'm here on contract. And if they say season's ready to go again, then I'd rather be here and ready to start, playing than, have the chance of, not being able, or flying home and then not having the chance to come back over with flights cancels and things like that. So for me, I kind of saw it as, well, this is my job. I need to stick it out and see it through. So, I mean, the moment they say season's canceled, I'm out of here.
Going back.
Yeah, I want to see my family.
Is there anything your mom's been saying through this?
Yeah, oh yeah. I talk to my mom and my dad every day. I think my mom struggled a little bit at the start, but she also kind of saw it from my point of view, where I was like, I kind of need to stay over here just because, one, I am on, all this health insurance. The team covers everything. I'm in a great apartment, a great spot, and the town has done such a great job of saying, listen, we're not going to run out of supplies. There's no need to panic or go to the stores and buy $500-$600 worth of supplies. We're going to keep everything, stocked. So talking to them, I mean, they were definitely concerned, but at the same time, they understand my decision and where I'm coming from. And they obviously want to see me, and I want to see them. It was funny. My mom was actually supposed to be over here right now. She had a trip planned, but obviously that got canceled. So I was glad my dad got to come over here for a little bit, but they're concerned, but they also understand that I'm safe and doing well.
You've been staying motivated by doing those at-home workouts, running steps. What else have you been doing?
Yeah, I have my little gym set up here in my living room at my apartment. So every day I get out and run about 2 flights of stairs. It's like 10, 11 steps, and I try to do that 100 times, and then I'll come in here and I got my 2 dumbbells, a medicine ball, and some bands. So I like to get some stretching in, and I do what I can with 2 35 dumbbells,
I don't know
35-pound
about
dumbbells.
you, but like absolutely, I've tried to run steps and I'll get like 2 or 3 flights in and be absolutely dying.
I've actually, my conditioning, like I can tell I've gotten better. The very first day I did it, I was so tired. I remember sitting down and thinking to myself, there's no way I can do this every single day. And then, I wake up, I watch Netflix for a bit, and I'm like, okay, I got to do something. And then it's slowly gotten easier for me.
All right. So one of my best friends lives in Australia, and she's told me that they don't have the same Netflix shows that we have in America. They have the big stuff. So is there anything that we're missing out on that you've been able to binge, or are you kind of watching the Ozarks, the Tiger King?
If I'm being honest, I have not seen a single thing about Tiger King. I haven't seen Ozarks, all those like mainstream shows. I've had people recommend them to me, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. All I've seen on social media a lot is a lot of stuff about Carol Baskin. And I don't know. I'm not really liking her right now, but I haven't seen anything, so I can't judge. But no, there is some crazy stuff. I know just movies, a lot more movies I would say are better over here. Talking to my friends back home and things like that, I'm like, yo, check out this movie. They're like, oh, we don't have it on our Netflix. I was like, oh man, you're missing out. Like, this is a great one. So it's good. I'm just glad I have Netflix and something to watch.
Before all of this, what was the best part about Spain? Was it the food, the culture, just kind of seeing everything?
Yeah, I would say the culture and food, fantastic. It's surprising to me. I come over to a foreign country and you think, oh, basketball's probably not that big over here. It's more about soccer and things like that. But we're kind of lucky in the sense that we don't have another professional team in town like a soccer team. So the fans are super passionate about Obradorio basketball. So it's amazing. And then the food was second to none. I've really got my fill of great seafood over here. Some of the specialty dishes have been fantastic.
Are there enough people over there that speak English, or is there anything that you've had to pick up?
There are. When I first got over here, I was surprised. They do know a little bit of English, but actually when I first got over here too, I hired a private tutor to learn some Spanish. So I was studying for a while there, and I was able to just do very small communication, small talk with all the local people here. So that kind of made things easier, and I felt like the more and more I got to interact with everyone, I started to pick up on things. So ever since this quarantine kicked in, I think my Spanish has gone a little bit downhill.
Well, give us something.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That's very good. I think I remember like
very simple.
Like from high school Spanish, like a mí me gusta la playa.
Oh, okay. So you like something. I didn't hear the last part.
Yeah, I love the beach or something.
Oh,
like
okay,
that. That's
okay.
The only thing that stuck.
Yeah, see, it's funny for me. I feel like I understand it better than I can speak it. I hear the key words and I can kind of formulate in my mind what they're trying to say. But then I look at them and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so what word do I use with this word? And then it's just like complicated to me because it's he or she and the format is different because everything is either masculine or feminine. And I was struggling with that and all the conjugations that go together.
Have you been able to communicate with your coach?
He speaks English. I call it a little dirty English just because it's kind of funny to listen to. But we actually have one of our assistant coaches lived in the States for 5-6 years, and he's our kind of like our translator. But most of our coaching staff here speaks really good English, and I just know that when coach starts speaking Spanish, he's just really mad at us.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, Mike, this has been so much fun. Good luck to you. Hopefully we get to see the rest of your season this year. If not, good luck next year. I know we'll be catching up with you, and really appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.